Spotify Premium is the best way to upgrade your listening experience. Enjoy your music fully when you play songs in any order. Download them offline at higher quality and listen to them ad free. It's what your ears deserve. Tap the banner to learn more. Mr. Egbe, GM, 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 GM. Please, if you're watching us live, just go to the comment section and type live. And then if you're watching replay, also type replay. Let's do a bit of a roll call. Every other person, tell the market watch is live. So let's see what we could achieve within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So within the next 10 to 15 minutes, if you're a cryptocurrency player, whether you're a trader, you're an investor, or you're somebody who is studying about the market and you want to get better, this is Market Watch Live. If this is your first time, finding a video like this, my name is Gilbert Joekpata, and I'm a crypto investment analyst and also a strategist. I have over a decade experience in the market doing what I do as an educator and also an analyst. I've served for hedge fund, other research and analysis firm, and also I'm a home name when it comes to market analysis, both in TV, also the print media. So if you're looking for ways to invest smartly, the right way, you're at the right place. But then there is nothing I say here which financial advice. This is all for educational purpose. If you follow us in what we do here, you're going to learn a lot, you're going to improve, you will get the right knowledge that will help you make the kind of profit you hope to make in the market. Last week Market Watch Live. How many of you were here? I think if you're here, you owe me a big thank you. We called the market and everything that was going to play. We mentioned three things, when it comes to technically what is about happening in price. We talked about BTC, about creating the head and shoulder pattern. You understand? So there are two shoulder and then a head. So the right shoulder is forming, which if it potentially prints out, BTC is going to have a massive sell down. However, that's on the 1 week time frame. But when we look a bit at the 1 day time frame, we still see that BTC is printing more like a bear flag at the same time, confirming that there could be some more sell off. However, on the 4 hour time frame, we saw that BTC was about having an upside move, and you guys could see when BTC crossed over 90K, reached at is it 98 or 99? It got to us at last week. So we anticipated all of this, and why this build up is important is that for BTC to fully print the head and shoulder pattern, there need to be some upside movement that will build momentum for that major spill. So overall, bigger time frame, this market has not capitulated yet. The market is yet to capitulate. Uh, I don't know if there are new persons still joining us, so I won't do much in explaining terms. But if you're new in the market, one thing you have to master is the words we use. If you join, if you guys know confraternities in Nigeria, they use their words, right? Lawyers use their words. Am I right? Doctors speak as doctors. So in the financial market, as a player, there are languages that is being used. You get And in most cases, when you hear people use this word, don't just think, ah, these guys are smart. No, they are just speaking a language. And if you could spend time learning this language, you're going to see the kind of growth you're going to have in the market. We have God's will. We have God's will life right here with us. Gospel's the great analyst of our time. We're watching live from Benue State. It's a pleasure. The people of Benue State who follow us, I love you all. Maybe one day I don't mind paying a visit to your place. Honestly, if we could have a sizable number of persons, of smart investors and other persons who are interested in getting educated about the market, whether it's understanding crypto and Web3, branching out into crypto and Web3, like start careers, get crypto jobs. If there are people who want to be traders, if there are people who want to be investors, or you want to dive into NFT or become a Web3 native, if you could gather them together, either if you could gather a sizable number of persons like this together, or we have a good sizable number of smart investors in Benue State. We don't mind coming around, host a meetup. So greetings, Mr. Godswill. Great having you here. We have Peace Jerry watching us live from the UK. And who else do we have here right here watching us live? Is Michael Akpabio, great one, boss. Please, will BTC ever get to 110K? Okay, let's see if maybe we could answer that question some of the time. The thing is, will BTC get to 10K? All right, stick with me to the end of this session and let's answer that and not just give you. Anybody can say anything, but not everybody can pull out data showing you what the market is about to do. And that's why I'm the market analyst. I'm your go to guy when it comes to fundamentals, macroeconomics, or also price action. But then, as our tradition is here, at the Smart Investors Lodge, we start market watch looking at the three market events that will influence the market. When we mean influence the market, we mean impact the market, something that's going to happen in the market that could move prices up immediately or move it down, or this data we could use to anticipate what the market is about to do, over a period of time. And so, without further ado, these are the three market events we are watching out for. So, top on our list is happening today. You can see here it's cake supply reduction happening today, the 19th of January 2026. So, there is a governance proposal to reduce cake maximum supply from 450 million to 400 million. That vote is going to conclude today. So there is a proposal. Pancake Swap made a proposal to reduce the supply. In most cases, whenever you see redenomination like this, whenever there are redenomination in the total supply or the tokenomics of an asset, in most cases, they are looking for ways to revamp or revive an economy, a crypto economy, a blockchain economy that looks like it's not vibing, it's not doing viable well like it should do. You understand? So this K governance proposal is going to conclude today. But now, why is this important? Why is this important? Why is this important? Listen twice. As a smart investor, knowledge, knowledge, when applied properly, provides profits. Knowledge, when applied properly, provides profit. So we're talking about. There are a lot of updates that have been happening here on the Pancake Swap ecosystem, but then this is how bullish this is. Supply reduction can always be bullish long term. Why supply reduction can be bullish most cases on the short term, because traders can front run it. Supply reduction long term is always bullish because fewer tokens are available over time. Though the tokens are few, the demand is always unending. You understand? So unending demand for a limited supply. You get, or an unlimited demand for a limited supply always increases price up. So it leads to bullishness. And second on our list happening on Thursday, right here you could see is the U.S. initial jobless claim with the forecast of 203. That's 203,000 as against previous 108K. So this measure how many people fight for unemployment benefits for the first time, at least for 2026. So let me explain this a little bit. We do a lot of education here. If you spend time following Smart Investors Lodge or sessions or classes, there is one thing I bet. I could bet one thing. I could bet one thing. Follow us for 3 months. Your knowledge will increase when you're with people who are educated, when you're with people who are advanced in knowledge of digital asset investing trading. They will look at you and be like, wow, this guy is sound. This is because you're listening from somebody who is the best at what he does with over half a decade experience doing what he does. You get? So let me tell you something. What this means if you're new to the market and this how this apply to you. So this is a measure of how many people fight for unemployment benefits in 2026. If you're a Nigerian and you've never left Nigeria, let me break it down more. In advanced countries, in countries that work, the government have benefits. They have incentive for people who don't have jobs. You understand? So in this case, rising claim, the more there are people claiming that they don't have job, is a signal that the economy is weak. Why? If the economy is strong, jobs should be available both from private sectors, which are private owned businesses, and also government. Understand? If the economy is strong, this means that if it's strong, there should be jobs from both private sector and also public. Who is dropping that Discord? You don't do that now. Who is making those updates on Discord? Such updates is not meant to be done now. Update like that on Discord should always be done afterwards. People cannot be right here following us live, and also you're expecting them to go study. Probably you think they could go study some other time, but that should not happen. I'm still talking, and it's just, we're a theme. We are most persons. While I'm here giving you this, there are some persons who are putting price action setups, investment theses, and all of that. So, you know, this is a breakdown of labor process. If you guys want to be part of our breakdown of labor process, you let us know. So, like we're saying, so increasing like so the moment there are more people fighting for unemployment benefits, it's going to increase the chances that we are going to have rate cuts. You understand? It will increase the chances that we're going to have rate cuts. And why you see so many persons telling you why BTC, why the bull run is not continuing or not, sometimes I look and I laugh. If there is one group of persons you should listen to, is we write in Smart Investors Lodge. Fancy gears, no fancy cameras, no fancy lightning, but we have consistently always called the market. Nobody calls the market better than done. We identify 1617K as the bottom of the last bull market, the last bear market, I mean. We identified 1617K as the bottom of the last bear market, identified 24K as the beginning of the bull run, and we've called the market, every move it made to even the present all-time high that we made and the present drawdown even last week. So we're gonna start having the market move back into a bull market once we start seeing rate cuts, coming down. So this is why initial jobless claim is important, so we could study and see what's happening, in the economy and the likelihood of us having rate cut anytime soon. But last but not the least, which is happening on Thursday. Wow. Let me see how we round up, guys, here on time. So last but not the least, happening on Thursday is the PCE price index. So this is actually inflation number, but then is the Fed's favorite indicator for inflation. Why an average person uses CPI, the Feds like using PCE. So the PC tracks inflation, is the Fed's favorite indicator. Lowering or slowing PC strengthen the case for easier monetary policy. So readings like this always pressure the market. These are the three market events we're watching out for anyway. Top analysis happening today is the pancake swap token reduction. Second analysis is happening on Thursday, the US initial jobless claim. And on Thursday is the PC price index. So let's do a little bit of some technicals, but then I don't really have much to say. I don't have much to say for technicals because the market is playing out exactly like we anticipated. So what we're gonna do is gonna be more like an update analysis. We have Oluwaseyi watching us live from the city of Lagos, and we have Sammy saying hi. Yeah, Samson. So let's do a little bit of some technicals. Let's see. And maybe we should be able to answer what's his name, Adigun's question, okay, Akpabio's question at the same time. Akpabio, where are you from, Calabar or Akwa Ibom? Are you cross Riverian or you're Akwa Ibomite? So let's do a little bit of some guys, my friend. Let's see. So like I say, we're doing is more like market updates. Let's find out. We said a lot how did it play, like we said anticipated last week. Last week we were looking at, we first of all started by looking at 1 week. Oh Lord, this can't be happening. Okay, guys, I don't have enough time to, honestly, I don't have much time to waste my battery. So first of all, we last week we look at the 4 hour frame. The 4 hour time frame gave us these, told us that we're about to have a breakout, which we anticipated the move to about this. These are all the sharp patterns that were made available right here, and then we anticipated a sell off, right? Since we actually had this breakout, we had breakout from this triangle as we anticipated and we called. What was the next in this drawdown we anticipated started playing? That was on the 4 hour time frame. So don't forget, we started last week by looking from the bigger picture, but today we're starting from the smaller picture. Let's find out what we looked out for. Are they happening? So why we anticipated, this upside, what we let you know is that it is going to hit the resistance of a bear. We are only going to hit the resistance of a bear flag, which, why this print is giving us sign that the market is still poised for a drawdown. This was it. However, this drawdown may not happen right here immediately. There will be an overextension of this bear flag. Why? Because on the 1 week time frame, the market is printing the head and shoulder pattern. So if this prints out, means if this prints out at this point, it means that there should be an overextension of the flag. So we may still have the market, and when the head and shoulder pattern completely plays out, will happen, and this sell-off may be taking us or thereabout. Until then we're watching the market and anticipating what's going to happen. Until then, this is accumulation period. It's not time to buy and think, okay, we are about to have that wild market upside. Because, are you serious? Look at my chart. Nobody told me. My chart is small and I'm the guy who is big. Nobody told me. But that's fine. But then until this happens, hang on, let me see if I could do a little bit of work. I just remember we had a question right here. So until this capitulation happens, before, okay, your question will get to 110. Yes, as a matter of fact, we could get 110 while BTC is printing this head. Right, printing this head, we can even get to 110. You see, yes, I believe with a large level of certainty that in a couple of years from now, BTC that is below $100,000 should be selling for as much as even a 1 million naira. This is for long-term investors anyway. You, you know, so this our anticipation. And so far, this is what we are looking out for when it comes to BTC, and where we are right now. From we're far from yet. And some of you will be expecting price action analysis on other assets. Watch out for our social media handle. Watch out for my social media handle. We'll still do another update for other cryptocurrency assets and major pairs. So if you want to know what is happening on a smaller time frame for other assets, watch out for what we will be offering you. Tochiku was saying is a bit late. Please, you could still, take this a little bit back and watch the history that you missed. And we have okay, Mark Akpapio says he's from Akwa Ibom, but then resides in River State. Great, great. I love the people of River State. I've been in your state in River State a couple of times, and as an Akwa Ibomite, you're my sister state. I'm Cross Riverian, and I'm far from being a stranger in Oron and Uyo. Anyway, nice having you right here on our show. Who else do we have? Mrs. Felicity Person watching us live from the city of Calabar. Thanks everybody who showed to this time. You watched from the beginning to this time, and those of you who will be listening to our replay, I have something else for you all. So, on the last 2 days of the month, we are hosting the cryptocurrency boot camp. This is your step-by-step guide to starting your journey into crypto and Web3. This class is free. We will be teaching you what crypto and blockchain is in simple terms. We show you legit crypto Web3 career paths you can follow. The same way somebody say, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a nurse, I want to be an accountant. We will show you career paths in Web3 that you can choose, grow into. We'll give you step-by-step guide on how to fund your exchange and also wallet, and master market circle and know where liquidity flow and how to position to make money as an investor. We'll show you how Nigerians get scam and also in the market and how you can avoid it. And then we will provide you a live group coaching to help you begin your Web3 journey. So for those of you, who you are an OG in the market, you're a long-term guy, but you're somebody who wants to start crypto and Web3, whether it's your brother, your sister, your dad, your mom, your husband, your wife, your kids, your neighbor, your friend, tell them it's happening. And we are not hosting this alone. We have strong partners. They'll call it Ogbonge partners. Blockchain Unical is partnering, is one of our partners. We have CoreNex, we have Web3 Digest, we have XT, we have Funex Token, NextRise, Digzake, and Crypto Insight. These are young crypto companies and major giants, partnering with us to make this possible on the last day of the last 2 days of the month. So make sure you invite someone who will come and be part of this class. And that's my time. Somebody says, I'm present twice for this class. Mr. Godwin says present twice for this class. Good to know. Please don't just come twice. Since you'll be present twice, bring double that to four. Invite four other persons who will also be present twice, to come learn as well. Meanwhile, thanks everyone for coming and being part of Market Watch Live. We have a lot in store for you in 2026. I'm going to teach you everything I know. I want to show you where profit is being made, where to position, how to start your career, and everything. This will be the best month, the best year of your life. I'm serious. If you study, practice, and wait for time, to gain mastery. Once you gain mastery, you're going to see major life change. Thanks everyone for being part of this class or this market analysis session. Don't forget, if you must invest or trade the cryptocurrency market, you have to